Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Serena Speaks. Sorry the show started late. I'm just getting in from set of 30-Day Itch. I want to give everybody a big shout-out that I work with on 30-Day Itch. Great set, great bunch of people. Today we're going to be discussing the veterans, and this is a passionate subject for me because I see this lady, Miss Loretta White, doing her best she can do for the veterans, and because she is a veteran herself, she knows their struggles, she knows everything that they have been through, and it touches my heart to see someone that's for a cause, and she is truly for a cause, and I just want to give everyone the opportunity, the chance to go ahead and, do what they feel like needs to be done. And if I can assist in any kind of way, I'm more than happy to do so. And that's why I'm doing this. We will be doing shows every week for the veterans just to get their cause out there, to help them to be heard. And I just want to encourage anyone to also do the same thing. I'm so late, guys, and the show is almost 20 minutes late, and I still wanted to get their message out there. This lady, she started Tent for Tent, so she's doing some awesome things for the veterans. She's doing awesome things for the veterans. And, I just wanted to be able to let her voice her opinion and her concerns about the veterans. I'm waiting on her to call in right now. She said she didn't know the number. So, I'm hoping she call in. I don't know what to say, you guys. I'm really late coming in from set, so let's just hope she call in and, be able to tell you something. And I hope everybody had a great day today. Also, I want to give a big shout-out to Tangled and Twisted, a big shout-out to everyone that's doing something big in Atlanta, that's doing, great things, and we all want to do big things. And, Keith Allen Hayes, he's an awesome actor, and he's doing a great thing. And I'm telling you, this is just beginning for this. It's going to be, big. And so I hope you guys get out and see 30-Day Itch. It's a great movie. It's going to be a short, but I'm guaranteeing you that this is going to be the next big sitcom. It's going to blow 3.5 Men out of the water, 2.5 Men. So let's welcome Miss Loretta White.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, Miss White. How are you?
Just fine. I thought I had missed a call.
No, I'm not understanding how you didn't have the number from you did the last show, but it's okay because we busy people. You see, I'm just getting in. I rushed home. I was flying on the expressway. I was just praying the whole way, hoping I didn't have a wreck. I was saying, I got to be there. I got to be up for the veterans. I got to be up for the veterans because it's something big that you're doing, and I've been passing the word around. I want people to know, and I know a lot of veterans myself, and they are so enthusiastic about this. They're encouraged by this, and they said this is something that needs to, should have been done. So we're gonna do this every week until we get, whatever you're trying to achieve, and hear their stories. And we're gonna be interviewing one by one veterans every week, a different veteran every week, telling their story and their problems and what they went through coming home from the services. So what would you like to talk about today?
Well, basically, I would really like to talk about how after we spoke on the radio, how people are actually now starting to pay attention. After the last show that I was on with you, I
That's
actually
awesome.
have the newspaper, the main newspaper here, did an article on me, and I forwarded it to you, the Orlando Sentinel. Yes. So that was
I didn't get to read it yet. I did not get to read it yet, but I'm so excited about that because I'm very excited to be a part of this movement because this is a very strong movement, and I'm so honored to be a part of it. I was on set, and you know what, we're making a movie, but I told her, like, look, guys, I got to make it home, and so we wrapped up kind of early just so that, you know, they felt like it was a great cause. So we want to give a big thanks to 30 Day Itch also supporting the veterans.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. That is really wonderful.
Because a lot of the people in Atlanta that's making movies actually served in the armed forces, and so they were excited when they were like, really? That's a very good thing to be a part of. You know, it's something positive. So I'm very honored. So, and what was that like being interviewed? You know, by the news article, by the newspaper.
Well, basically, I had told them about our interview on the radio and how important the media was in actually making this happen, and that you were the first one that actually paid attention, listened to me, and put it out there. So this really encouraged them, you know, to really, really do this. So first of all, I want to give you a clap because, honey, I tell you, you really touched me, and it actually made me cry when I was talking to him about it. And, you know, because all we basically needed was someone to actually start listening to us.
Listening, of course.
You know, because no one seemed to listen to what we were saying, and that's why we couldn't get anything done.
Yes.
People assumed. And, you know, and just like I told him in the newspaper, you think we served all these years in the military to get out and be homeless? No, not at all.
No.
That's not a plan.
No.
So, you know, and it's just not for us to all be on drugs, alcohol, or be mental patients or things like that. That's not our plan, you know. So the project from Tent to Tent is to actually utilize the veterans themselves to get on stage in a production format, stage play format, just like I was saying, they will actually tell their own stories in that actual format. And that way people will start understanding what the problem is so we can work on the solution, you know.
Okay. And what is the solution? What do you feel like the right solution is for 10 to 10?
Okay, for 10 to 10, because of the way we're going to do it in the format of a tour and on stage, by the community and organizations as well as policymakers actually listening to the struggle from the military tent to the homeless tent, seeing the process and what we had to go through, they're actually hear it firsthand, not assume any longer, and that way know that it's going to take more than, to end homelessness, you can't just provide a home and have the veterans come from a tent in the woods and go straight into the home. There's a whole lot in between that has to be fixed because there's the health care, there's the mental illness problems, there's the disability, there's society trying to figure out, well, why can't they work? So there's a lot of different things that has to be fixed in between. So it's going to take a lot of work on everyone's behalf. A lot of people feel that, you know, and the funny thing is people feel that, well, I'm not a veteran, I have nothing to do with veterans, but yes, we are a part of society. Why are we being singled out as not being a part? I have children that go to school. I have children that go to work. I have grandchildren that go to community centers and things like this. So just like I did in my stage play, the first one I did, it showed how when you actually, it's not just affected the veteran themselves, but the entire family, which affects the communities, which affects the prison system, the hospitals, the schools. Everything is affected by veteran homelessness because it's a major national situation.
It is.
So that means we have to Yeah. So that means we have to fix it together. You know, it's not something that one person can fix. The president sure can't do it by himself, and neither can one church, one school, one type of media. Everybody has to start coming together. And what you did when you said if there's any other media that would be willing to start helping to do the interviews and things of that nature, that's where it started, because you were willing, your radio station, just like you mentioned, I'm just a little small radio station. I'm trying to make it. I'm struggling. And you're right. Just like yours is going to take a lot of people coming together to make that happen. You know?
That's true.
Because it takes a teamwork. Just like in the production. I'm a producer as well. That's what I'm going to school for. And it takes more than one person to produce anything. You know what I'm saying? It takes a team. So that's what it's going to take to end this veteran homelessness. It's going to take a team. And it starts with, like what we're doing right now, we're spreading the word. And that's how it starts. And that's how, from tent to tent, we'll be able to actually do it by doing the tour. And what our main goal is to try to get some of the artists out there in the entertainment industry to start helping us with spreading the word through their music. And that's how we have a few of our artists, because I do have artists. We have artists writing songs just for that purpose. So hopefully the next time we'll be able to let our one of our songs play so they can hear a little bit of it, you know, on the radio.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be great. Yeah. That would be great, because if you send me something, then I would just have an intro just for this show.
Right.
You know, it'll be, you know, just for the show, be the intro I can put together. That would be great if they could put together an intro just for the veteran show that we're going to be holding each week.
That would be wonderful, because the title of, I'm going to tell you, and what I would like to let you know is the title of these songs are the songs that titles that I gave these artists. And what I did, I said, well, I need you to write a song or music based on this title, because I wanted to really affect and touch. So the first one was titled A Camouflaged Hard, which means the camouflage covers the hurt that a homeless veteran feels, the pain that we feel. That's why it's called Camouflaged Hard.
Aww.
And I know it is so, and when he came up with it, it broke me down to nothing. I was just no good. But it
I know.
And the funny thing is, Serena, this is making people become aware and making them feel, you know, the hurt and the pain by me telling them, reach out and touch. Feel these people, well, me included. Feel what we feel.
Right.
And exactly. And the other one is titled, This Is What It Sounds Like When a Veteran Cries. And that one is really, oh, my God.
I love that title.
Oh, my God. But you wait till you hear it is really something else. And those are the things. And my son, he did one title, My Mother Served Too. And so, I mean, it's just some very serious and deep situations. When we had our first production, which was after we spoke with you, I tell you what, we all cried, and because we actually had a funeral service, and the veteran, which was me, I committed suicide after constantly receiving denied claims, and I'm showing people what happens when we are constantly, you know, going through these things. And that's what the stage play is all about, to let people know and have them feel it, you know, and they can see it on stage, how it hurts, you know, because this is a real story. This is not made up. And then,
you know, people don't understand, you know, just like I stated the last show we had, I don't think people really understand how this touches everyone. It's just not the veterans. It touches everyone. It touches their family. It touches society, because these people be needing services and help, just like they want to give the junkies and the dope fiends. These people need services when they come back home. They are not whole people. They are not whole people. They are damaged. And if they risk their lives to fight for us and our freedom, why can't we as a people be by by them and support them. I don't get that. I don't understand why the government does not have services implemented for these people when they come back from overseas, because the women that's going to fight, they have kids to see about when they come home. They have husbands and families. And so does these men. And, you know, a lot of these jobs are not there when they come back. So how can you, if you're damaged, find work? You know, just because you have a physical body, your mental stability might be offset by all the traumatic things that they have seen and been through and experienced, and they did it all in the name of the government, all in the name of America. They love their country, so they went out and fought for their freedom. Why can't we support them? I don't get that. I want for the government, and I urge the government, and I push for the government to step up and let these veterans be heard and see about them. Give them the services that they need, because they gave you the services that we all needed, and it cost them their lives. So I support you. I'm not getting paid for none of this. I'm not looking for money. Only thing I'm looking for is justice of the veterans. Give these people the justice that they deserve, the justice that they went overseas and fought for. Give them justice. They demand and deserve justice. And I will back you to the door, because it's for a purpose.
Yeah, you're right. And you have already, believe me, you have done more than quite a few have done for me already, believe me, just by doing this, what you're doing right now, allowing me to voice, and other veterans to voice our opinion on the World Wide Web like this. You know, it is just very important that people in the communities also, just like you're doing, give us a chance. For instance, by me I'm going to school to be a producer. I've been struggling to try to help, to get funds. I just helped one of the teenagers that I work with get his record label. We need supplies. We need equipment. We need things. We need vehicles. We need all types of things. So not only the government we need help from, we need help from organizations, people in the community, people that have things that don't even need it all the time, and people bragging about, I'm eating right, I'm bling-blinging and all this, but yet and still, there's some of us that's sitting out there just struggling just to get by. And believe it or not, let me tell you this one little thing dealing with this. The youth and the young adults that I work with that's helping me with this veteran program, both families are homeless. Both families are homeless.
Man.
Yes, one mother is a single mother, has 8 children.
Wow.
One has 5 children. And this is not a lie. These people feel just like I do, that regardless of their own situation, they are putting it to the side and helping homeless veterans, because they already understand what it feels like to be homeless. Now, isn't that something?
Wow, that is amazing.
Young, from 9-year-olds to 19-year-olds that are helping me do this, because it's hard to get adults to actually stand up and do it. Now, isn't that sad?
Wow. Yes.
They don't have anything. They're struggling themselves. But they saw the passion in me just like you did and want to help.
We got to get some help out there for you guys. We got to. And I want to urge you, because you know what I learned? I've learned that there are so many veterans that own their own business, that own big conglomerate companies that, are head of big companies that can implement services for you guys. And you know what? I bet they wouldn't even hesitate or blink an eye. I really do think that you need to find out which companies have veterans that works for them, and, just approach them. Even if they don't, I would just approach big companies. You need vehicles, you need this, you need that. Everything you need, go to the companies that have these things and ask them to donate. Ask them to sponsor you guys. Because it needs to be done. It must be done. We as a people walk around free and able to do all the things that we are able to do in the name of someone else's life. And I don't think that's right. Someone goes and risks their life for freedom and come home and have no freedom because they lost their lives in Afghanistan or whatever country they was in fighting and serving their country. It's just not right. So we need to come together and think of more ways to get you guys everything that you need. And, again, I wish I had something to offer. Only thing I have to offer is my voice. And my voice, I will have lend it to you as much as I possibly can. I will lend it to you because I really do feel like you need to be heard and you should be heard. I encourage you to go to these companies and ask these companies. Let them know what you're doing. And ask these companies to donate or sponsor your program. Because 10 to 10 is something I hold near to my heart. And we will be broadcasting weekly on this. So you can guarantee the veterans that they have a voice, that they will be able to speak out and be heard on a weekly basis.
Wonderful, because I have some lined up. And I promise you, you just don't know how much this means to me. It's taking everything in me to hold back these tears. It really is. But it means so much to me and other veterans. It really does.
And that's awesome. Don't cry. We don't want you to cry. We want you to get mad. We want you to, fight for the other veterans that can't fight for themselves. We need to be mad right now because we deserve to be mad. You deserve to be mad. You deserve better. You gave your life. So we don't need tears. We don't need weakness. We need madness. Let's get mad.
You're definitely right. You're right. Cause, and it's funny how I went in the military at 17 years old. As soon as I graduated, I went right into the military and had my 18th birthday in basic training. And all I could do was cry because I wanted to go back home. It felt like I was still a child. So imagine the ones that actually had to be on the front line at that age, not even recognizing a birthday, having a birthday party, going to clubs or whatever, and people out here don't understand that, the ones that were in the military, you don't sit around and just celebrate like that, during those types of times when they're trying to protect this country so they can do those things. But while we're in there, we're so stressed out trying to guard everything, make sure everybody is safe. Because I remember plenty of nights I had to wake up 2 o'clock in the morning. They said you have 15 minutes to get somewhere with your weapon, full gear, everything, and it doesn't matter what you do with your children.
Wow.
You have to handle that. Yes, that's what I went through. And I feel that doesn't traumatize me, And
it probably have. I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. But, Miss Loretta, I'm so sorry that the show started late. But I am glad that we was able to give you a voice today, and I'm gonna try to make this up to you tomorrow, and ask that you bring a guest along with you. We're about to conclude this episode right now, but to make it up to you, I would love to do an episode also tomorrow and bring a guest to tell their story. And we got to come up with a date that's going to be a set date that we do this every week. And we're going to, make something happen. And I know if we scream and shout loud enough, you will be heard, and you and all the other veterans around the world. And that's what my goal is. I want to thank everyone for listening from Google+, Facebook, of course, Twitter, LinkedIn, Bebo, Tumblr. All of the stumbled upon, all of the social sites I advertise this on. I advertise on over 30. So I want to thank all of you guys for listening in and spread the words about the veterans because they need your help. And Miss Loretta can be reached at. Tell them where you can be reached at, Miss Loretta.
At 321-696-9986, and that is in Florida.
All right. Well, please join us next week. Sunday at 6:30 for another 10 to 10 episode. Thank you, Miss Loretta, and you've been great.
Thank you so much.
No problem. And again, we're going to have a show tomorrow just for them, so please bring a guest.
Okay, sure. Well, thank you so much, darling.
All right, thank you. We're going to talk right after this episode. Thank you, guys, and make sure you tune in every Wednesday, and don't forget Tangle and Twisted Tuesdays. And thank you guys so much for supporting me. I can't do it without you. And as always, don't forget to pray. Goodbye.
Hello?